Independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says he's dropping out of the race for the White House and throwing his support behind former President Donald Trump. This as Vice President Kamala Harris heads back to Washington after the Democratic National Convention. And Wynn has the latest.
Today, independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. suspending his long-shot candidacy for the White House.
It's with a sense of victory and not defeat that I'm suspending my campaign activities.
The nephew of former Democratic President John F. Kennedy throwing his support behind Donald Trump.
That's big. He's a great guy, respected by everybody.
How much that might impact the 2024 race is still unclear.
My colleagues at 538 looked into this, and the data suggests that maybe there's about a 0.5 percentage point of gain for Trump in some of that. If folks are supporting RFK Jr., it's because they don't like the major parties, and so they may just end up not voting at all.
It comes a day after Vice President Kamala Harris stood on the biggest political stage of her life, closing the 4-day Democratic National Convention.
I accept your nomination to be President of the United States.
Harris accusing Trump of stripping women's reproductive rights and putting America's security and democracy at risk.
Just imagine Donald Trump with no guardrails.
As pro-Palestinian demonstrators marched outside, Harris addressed the war in the Middle East, saying she and President Biden are working out a ceasefire deal.
The scale of suffering is heartbreaking.
Harris also acknowledging her unusual path to the top of the ticket after Biden withdrew from the race.
The path that led me here in recent weeks was no doubt unexpected. But I'm no stranger to unlikely journeys.
Former President Trump has hit several key battleground states this week, including North Carolina, Nevada, and Arizona. This comes as Nebraska becomes the 9th state to officially add abortion rights to the November ballot. I'm Wynn, ABC News, Washington.